will be playing 2 or 3 times every week. So it's really, really important that we have a squad full of quality players. So just a hint there, maybe, that Thomas Tuchel wants to keep Pulisic.
Okay, and he wants to add Wesley Fofana, we think. What's the latest on that?
Look, the situation is that I think Fofana wants to move to Chelsea. Chelsea have made 2 bids for him. Those bids haven't got near Leicester's asking price of about £80 million. We're expecting him to not feature in Leicester's game against Southampton tomorrow. I don't think he's in the right frame of mind. Brendan Rodgers said yesterday, if any of my players are affected by transfer talk and rumours and speculation, if I feel their head is not right, then they won't play for Leicester. But as far as the player is concerned, he seems to be
What the fuck is this piece of shit? What the fuck is this piece of shit?
I think this one is a good one if we can get him, but I doubt we're going to get Casemiro. I mean, if we get Casemiro, it would be a big signing for Manchester United. I think he would fix a lot in our midfield. And let's not forget that Casemiro actually played with Fred and that international team for Britain.
What do you think the fans are going to be thinking at Real Madrid to be losing Casemiro? If it's the case, is it a little too soon to be bringing Tchouaméni in?
I think it probably is a little bit too soon. And of course, what we've seen over the last few years is that those transitions that you have in mind don't always happen exactly when you expect them to. And that sometimes means that they don't happen at all. And a really good example of that is Martin Ødegaard. That transition into him, for example, was not quite ready when he came back to the club. And I think he went back to the club a year too early. And so it didn't fall into place. In the end, of course, in the absence of opportunities, he moves on.
In Brazil that is playing really well, so it's challenging for Brazil's last place in the Brazilian team in Qatar. So maybe Cunha can go to Manchester United. I know for a fact that there is an interest. There is.
£1 million for him. Now, what is still unknown is how willing the player is to actually leave the Bernabeu. I know that he is considering his possibilities. The offer from United is tempting. Real have said the decision is yours to make. We're not putting any pressure on you. We will appreciate and respect anything you say. But can you actually leave a club with the prestige of Real Madrid and the Champions League to go to the Europa League? We'll wait and see.
We absolutely will. Right, let's stick with United. Forwards, what's happening?
Loads of names being bandied around with regard to forwards and Manchester United, and one which is a familiar one from earlier on in the transfer window has re-emerged. It's the Ajax forward Anthony. Extremely difficult one to do given the valuation that wasn't working earlier on in the window. The gap between what Ajax wanted and what United were prepared to pay, far too big. I was told yesterday that United are expected to make an offer for him. Today, kind of just like cooled a little bit in the sense that they're now deciding whether they're going to go in for.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Let's run through what Simon Stone is saying on this at the BBC. Casemiro and Manchester United is making an approach for him. Let's find out the detail. A little bit of details here on the price as well. Manchester United have made an approach to...
Now let's move on and talk about some of the other things that people have been saying. One is that we still don't have anyone to press the ball. This is a bad sign. It doesn't fit the profile, right? I understand that. And he isn't someone that's going to get the ball and dribble up the pitch. His progressive passes are pretty good. He can play the ball out. He's definitely a better passer than Fred and McTominay.